Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Tectonic, and today we're going to talk about something that I believe is absolutely fundamental to our overall health and well-being. It's a topic that, for many years, was overlooked by mainstream medicine, but is now finally getting the attention it deserves. I'm talking about gut health. You see, your gut is so much more than just a digestive tube. It's a complex ecosystem, home to trillions of microbes that influence everything from your mood and your immune system to your risk of developing chronic disease. It really is the foundation of your health. Now, you might have heard about eating more fiber or drinking more water, and those things are certainly important. But what I want to share with you today are 7 surprising and perhaps even unconventional ways that you can start to improve your gut health right away. These are simple, actionable tips that go beyond the usual advice. I found in my own experience, and with the people I've worked with, that understanding these less obvious connections can be a real game changer. Some of these might even make you smile. So, if you're ready to look at your health through a new lens and discover some truly fascinating ways to support your body from the inside out, then stick with me. We're going to dive deep into the science, but in a way that's easy to understand, and most importantly, easy to apply to your own life. Let's get started on this journey to a healthier gut and a healthier you. I promise you'll learn something new today. The first tip I want to share is all about embracing the power of fermented foods. Now, this isn't a new trend. For centuries, cultures all around the world have been fermenting foods as a way of preserving them. But what they were also doing, perhaps without even realizing it, was creating these incredible, probiotic-rich superfoods. When you eat something like live yogurt, kefir, kimchi, or sauerkraut, you are quite literally introducing a diverse army of beneficial bacteria directly into your gut ecosystem. These are the good guys, the microbes that help to keep your gut lining strong and support your digestion. Alright, this next one might genuinely surprise you, and it's a wonderful example of how interconnected we are. Did you know that kissing can be good for your gut? It sounds a bit strange, but the science behind it is fascinating. Research has shown that during a 10-second kiss, we can transfer up to 80 million bacteria between mouths. Now, before you get worried, this is actually a fantastic thing for your microbiome. It's a natural way of sharing and diversifying the bacteria that live within us. By exchanging microbes with a partner, you're essentially introducing new species to your own gut community. This increases the overall diversity of your microbiome, which is a key marker of a healthy gut. A more diverse gut ecosystem is more resilient and better equipped to handle challenges. So, in a very real sense, sharing a kiss is not just an act of intimacy and connection, but it's also an act that supports the health of both you and your partner. It's a beautiful illustration of how our social interactions can have a direct biological impact. Let's move from our partners to our planet. My third tip is to get outside and get your hands dirty, preferably in a garden. In our modern, sanitized world, we've become disconnected from the natural environment, and our gut health has suffered as a result. The soil is teeming with a vast and diverse range of microorganisms, bacteria and fungi that we were always meant to be exposed to. When you're gardening, digging in the earth, and handling plants, you're breathing in and touching these microbes. This exposure acts like a natural probiotic, introducing a wealth of new bacterial species to your system. You don't need to eat the soil, of course. Simply interacting with it is enough. This process helps to train and strengthen your immune system, and crucially, it dramatically increases the diversity of your gut microbiome. It's a reminder that we are a part of nature, not separate from it. So, consider planting a small herb garden or even just a few pots on your balcony. It's not just good for your mind, it's fantastic for your microbes. You've probably heard the advice to eat the rainbow, which is all about getting a variety of colors from your fruits and vegetables. That's excellent advice. But, I want to take it a step further. It's not just about the variety of colors, but the variety of... Think of it this way. Different species of bacteria in your gut have different food preferences. Some thrive on the fiber from broccoli, others prefer the polyphenols in berries, and still others flourish on the resistant starch from a cooled potato. If you eat the same 5 or 6 vegetables every single week, you're only feeding a small fraction of your gut community. To cultivate a truly diverse and robust microbiome, you need to feed all of them. I challenge my community to aim for 30 different plant foods a week. This includes fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, nuts, seeds, herbs, and spices. It might sound like a lot, but it's easier than you think. A sprinkle of mixed seeds on your porridge, a handful of different herbs in your salad. It all adds up to nourish a wider range of your inner allies. Now, let's talk about a connection that is profoundly important but, often ignored. The link between your brain and your gut. There's a reason we get butterflies in our stomach when we're nervous, or feel gut-wrenching sadness. This is the gut-brain axis in action, a constant, two-way communication highway. When you experience chronic stress, from work, relationships, or just the pace of modern life, your brain sends stress signals down to your gut. These signals can increase gut permeability, often called leaky gut, reduce blood flow to your digestive system, and change the composition of your gut bacteria, favoring the more inflammatory types. This is why managing stress is not a luxury. It is a non-negotiable for good gut health. You don't need to go on a week-long silent retreat. Simple daily practices can make a huge difference. Just 5 minutes of deep breathing, a short walk in nature without your phone, or listening to a piece of calming music can switch your body from fight or flight mode into rest and digest mode, creating an environment where your gut can thrive. This next point is, honestly, incredibly important, and it requires a conversation with your doctor. I want to talk about antibiotics. Let me be absolutely clear. Antibiotics are life-saving drugs, and when they are necessary, you must take them. They are one of the greatest inventions of modern medicine. However, we have come to overuse them for conditions where they are not effective, like viral infections. The problem is that an antibiotic is like a bomb going off in your gut ecosystem. It doesn't just target the bad bacteria causing your infection, it wipes out huge colonies of the beneficial bacteria that are essential for your health. It can take months, or even years, for your microbiome to recover from a single course of antibiotics, and sometimes it never fully returns to its original state. The key here is to use them wisely. Always have an open conversation with your healthcare provider. Ask if the antibiotic is truly necessary. By being a mindful patient, you can help protect your precious inner garden from unnecessary harm, reserving these powerful medicines for when they are genuinely needed. My final surprising tip is all about something we should be doing every single night: sleeping. The link between sleep and gut health is another powerful two-way street. Poor sleep has been shown to negatively alter the composition of your gut microbiome in as little as 2 days. When you don't get enough quality sleep, it can decrease the number of beneficial bacteria and reduce the overall diversity of your gut, which we know is so important for resilience and health. But it also works the other way. An unhealthy gut can actually disrupt your sleep. Your gut microbes help produce many compounds, including neurotransmitters and hormones like serotonin and melatonin, that are critical for regulating your sleep-wake cycle. So, if your gut is out of balance, it can directly interfere with your ability to get a restful night's sleep. One quick tip to start improving your sleep tonight is to aim for a consistent bedtime and wake-up time, even on weekends. So there we have it, 7 surprising ways to start boosting your gut health today. From sharing a kiss and getting your hands in the soil, to diversifying your plate and prioritizing your sleep. I hope this has opened your eyes to the many different ways we can influence this foundational pillar of our health. It's not just about what you eat, it's about how you live, how you connect, how you move, and how you rest. It's all interconnected, and your gut is right there at the center of it all. Remember, you don't have to do everything all at once. The journey to better health is not about perfection, it's about progression. Making small, sustainable changes over time is what leads to profound and lasting results. Overwhelm is the enemy of action, so please don't feel like you need to completely overhaul your life tomorrow. The goal is simply to start. Small hinges swing big doors, and even the tiniest shift in your daily routine can make a huge difference to the trillions of microbes living inside you. My invitation to you this week is to simply choose one. Just one of these tips that resonated with you the most. Perhaps it's trying a new vegetable, having a conversation with your partner about that kissing science, or committing to a 5-minute breathing exercise before bed. Whatever it is, commit to that one thing. Try it out, see how it feels, and let that be your first step. Thank you so much for joining me today. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.